I'm not into this type of content, but this is part of it, of living a little bit of what I believe. Uh, and well, the internet is getting filled right now by the minute. But a couple hours, couple minutes ago, the Utah Valley University Charlie Kirk got shot, and a couple minutes ago it was confirmed he passed away. And it was, I'm doing just this because it was a person that I really admire, and it really made me realize that someone, like you, like me individually, we can do so much to influence, to change, to enhance, to make things better, not just for ourselves, for our family, for our community, but for the entire society. And I just, it seems unreal. I just checked, like any other day, some stories from Facebook. Things like 22, 14, 6, 5 hours ago. And to realize, he's not gonna keep doing what he was doing. He was in a college having a conversation with the youth of America, with the future of the country. And that somebody just get to the point of saying, I don't align with what you think, with how you do your life. I don't like it, so I decide I'm gonna take your life away. That's no, that's the limit. And that was a week ago. And from the moment that I knew that I heard the news to this day, to week, it's just unreal how people react, and how everybody thought the same. Everybody with good values felt this. I don't know how, I don't know why. And now I understand one of those phrases that says, I don't know why I feel this way for someone that I never met. Because it was a really good person, a pure pure heart, trying to do, or trying to improve, trying to make better for their own. Let me just emphasize their own. I know because I've seen even my mom tell me, because she just heard in the things that people took out of a context, out of the whole explanation or the whole conversation that Charlie Kirk was having. And I don't know. To begin with, I don't understand why would you get angry if somebody's getting help but not you. I don't know. You need to understand that even for ourselves, there's limitations, and I don't understand how people don't realize the point of it. Like, okay, even this is not good to me. It's not making me feel comfortable with myself or with the situation, but that's the reality. That's the thing. He didn't insult anybody. He didn't laugh at anybody. I don't know. He was a really smart, really smart, and really religious guy. And to see this, and the reaction from a lot of people, that they really cheered for the tragic event. It's, I don't know. I don't know. It's just living a little bit of this. And well, after all these week, it's been the internet was just getting a lot of videos, and I don't know how many I watch. I don't know how many I saved, but there's no video in which you would say like, what the fuck, dude, how the fuck you saying that? I don't know, man. They knew what we're doing. And I've been hearing a lot of phrases. Again, regular people don't have this type of impact. So he was into something, and I'm not meaning the conspiracy type of way, but he was making a big change, man. Good values. People might don't like, or it's really every time it's farther away from religion and this type of mentality. I was one of them, and I used to think like, okay, that was religion and it helped some in some time, in some history, people they did, and they progressed, and there was a lot of horrible stuff they also did in the name of their religion. And I was like kind of having this modern thought of, okay, we don't need a lot of religion because now we prove things that they construct their faith based on things that they didn't know how to explain. But oh boy, I was wrong. Just from the core values of their religion, if you will really follow your life in an honest way based in those good values, world will be better. I'm not mentioning any religion, but I'm gonna add a lot of video clips because there was so many things, and so many good things. That's the thing. It wasn't like a podcaster that it was just coming with new topics or interesting things. It was just the same. And I don't know. It was really really sad, honestly. So I'm gonna put a lot of videos that I saved, and hopefully you can see a little bit more, from our places, because you don't think about these, you get to your place, to your home, you get inside your house, and you might forget about the world, but you don't really think about the values inside other people's places. You don't have an idea how some people could really hate someone. And there's something that I like to think. I don't know where I heard it, honestly, but do you wake up hating someone? Like, as soon as you open your eyes and you're awake and you're starting to have thought process, do you really wake up and start thinking hate about someone? Think about it. Like, this fucking person. No, I believe you know. So nobody wakes up hating you. It's just that simple. After that, I don't know what happened, but it's just ideas that so many people don't have someone who can guide you through all these things that happen to us that we don't have.
This is the first time he was ever on TV, and it was right here on Fox and Friends, May 21st, 2012.
When we graduate from high school this coming June, we're handed a diploma. That's also an invoice for hundreds of thousands of dollars that my generation is going to have to pay off through interest, high taxes, and a stagnant economy. We here at SOS Liberty believe that if we do not change the conversation back to us, the kids that are going to have to inherit this debt, that our economy will be stagnant for years to come. And our website, we have really interesting things. We have videos, pictures trying to inspire the youth, sosliberty.com, that has a wide variety of youth from all across the country jumping onto our cause. I'm having trouble finding a summer job, as is Mike, in a lot of different regards. A lot of kids are feeling the effects of what we like to call, with the Washington economy, with a lot of debt, plummeting small business, with higher regulation and high taxes. We're just trying to reinstitute the founding principles, free market, fiscal responsibility. SOS Liberty is a nonpartisan. We don't consider this a Republican versus Democrat issue, but rather a generational one.
To all the Gen Zers watching this convention on TikTok right now, I have a message just for you. You don't have to stay poor. You don't have to accept being worse off than your parents. You don't have to feel aimless and unhappy. You don't have to support leaders who lied to you and took advantage of you for your vote.
Who hired you? Who's
Charlie Kirk? He actually runs Turning Point USA. Even I know he's like so young, it's insane, and you should look him up and figure out who he is, because he's, in my opinion, he's going to be a future president of the United States. And everyone says that. Every show he's been on in Fox says, like, very rarely do you meet, like Rush Limbaugh just said, very rarely do you meet someone and think that's going to be a president of the United States. Charlie Kirk will be a president of the United States.
If anyone deserves to get tears in his eyes, it's Charlie. I think we all agree.
I think Erica was chopping some onions or something in the break room.
No one has worked harder than Charlie for this.
We gotta hear some words here from you, Charlie. You put all this together, my man. Let's hear it.
I am just humbled by God.
It's all God.
Young men, you need to have a destination in your life. If you are on a date and a young lady says, well, what do you do? And you're like, it's I kind of meander, and I go on DraftKings, and I own crypto, and like, I don't know. And loser, instead it should be, I'm studying this because of this. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to work for this person. I want to be able to make this much money by this period of time to provide for a family, and I don't care how hard it gets, but I'll provide for you and provide for the kids, and I'll be the protector and the covering over the family. Follow me, because I'm going to lead us. That's what they want to hear. Christ wants us to be salt and light. Now, what are the two characteristics of salt and light? They change the environments that they come in contact with. Yes. They do not affirm. They do not conform. They change for the better. It's very important, everybody. We as Christians are called to change the environment that we come in touch with. And I can tell you I'm super blessed. I have the best wife in the world. We have an amazing life. Building a family is the coolest thing ever. And my prayer for all of you is that you one day can do that. That's so cute. It's honestly the most joyful thing. And I've had some pretty amazing experiences. I've been very, very blessed. Very lucky, you could say, but very blessed is the word I would use. And the greatest joy I've ever had is coming home to my little daughter running up to my leg. There's nothing that even comes close to it. Not flying on Air Force One, not meeting with presidents. That pales in comparison to your little girl coming up and squeezing your leg.
White Chocolate is here.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. I gave him the name White Chocolate. He can say it anytime he wants to.
That's
all right?
a fact. He actually did.
Okay? This brother got more soul than a lot of people running around here acting like they brothers. He's a real brother. And before it was cool to stand up and say that you were for this president, he was doing it. And he made sure that he brought a lot of us here.
So this just happened. We just found out that Charlie Kirk got shot.
It's 5. Okay? Now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit.
His wife and children were in attendance, dude. Imagine.
I was thinking about Charlie Kirk. I've been thinking about him some the past few days, and not even just thinking about him, just feeling the heaviness of the assassination, of the murder. You know, just how everybody saw it and how severe it was. It just left me feeling so like just kind of broken.
I dedicate this show tonight to Charlie Kirk. God bless you, Charlie. You can kill a man, but you can't kill a message.
There's a spiritual awakening going on, and it's called a turning point. It's happened before in American history when the society gets sick, and then all of a sudden something happens, and you try to cleanse that evil from the country.
Anything's going to happen with all the young kids that follow Charlie. I said, to me, it's very simple. How many people do you know that watch Charlie's content at debates for over 100 hours? I put 5 million people worldwide. How many people you think this was their role model? A 14-year-old kid, a 10-year-old kid, an 18-year-old kid, a 25-year-old kid. How many people looked up to this guy? So as much as it may seem like that temporarily the enemy won, I think this is going to backfire on the enemy, because the loss of Charlie and the example he left behind is going to lead to many of them that are going to look up to him saying, I'm going to be the next guy. And you're going to see the exponential growth of the values and principles that he shared go to a whole different level.
All 30 states that track party registration. We're putting on the screen the data. It shows altogether Democrats have lost 2.1 million voters.
I am Charlie Kirk. I am Charlie Kirk.
우리는 이 어둠을 이겨나갈 힘을 얻게 될 것입니다. 무엇보다 그는
He is risen.
He is risen indeed, Bill.
Why do we say that in the present tense?
Because it is a constant truth in our life.
He is risen. I always noticed that was interesting to me.
That's a really important question, actually.
It is. Tell me.
Well, because the fact that he is risen transcends time. It's not just in the present sense. It's that of all time, that promise is accessible to all of us. And so it's a proclamation to all people. Because if you said, hey, he was risen, it's like, it's just merely a historical event. It almost underplays the metaphysics of it.
I'm just always fascinated the way really, really fine intellectual minds employ themselves for the purpose of arguing things that are so inarguable.
But
It does, because it's almost like a challenge. Like, I'm so smart that I can make this thing, which is so stupid, seem like a real. I'm kidding.
No, it's fine.
No, but you get where I'm coming from. Like, I'm going to take something that is so anti-intellectual, even though I can argue like an intellectual.
However, but you have to acknowledge, even the greatest minds of history have been mesmerized by the scriptures. Isaac Newton, Thomas Aquinas.
Well,
Isaac Newton wrote more about biblical prophecy than even physics. And so there's something about the scriptures that are intellectual, that does push your limits. And that's what I think is so beautiful about our faith, is it can be accessible to everyone, but also infinitely nourishing in exploration.